Hi, hello there everyone, welcome back to the 5 reasons. How are you? How are the wedding plans going? Have you been to any weddings recently and got inspiration? Well, you know who I am. I am Matthew Oliver. I am your wedding planner. I'm here to help plan your fantastic, beautiful day with all these awful videos that are very cringe-worthy. So I do apologise about that. But anyway, on with the show, shall I say. Today's 5 reasons is 5 reasons the perfect wedding band. So this is basically just talking about what I would look for in a perfect band, what they'll do, how they conduct the fantastic wedding. Because you have to think about your band. This as much as you would think about your photography, the venue, the flowers, the food, because this is what's going to set the atmosphere. If you've got a really bad band that is not fun or anything, they're going to make the wedding dead. So you need to have one that is going to set the atmosphere and that you're willing to pay the money for it. I always say a good band is around 1,200 or 1,200 should I have said, plus basically. But it all depends on the actual band. You might have a band that's more of a function band than a wedding band. They might be giving you a deal. Also, you might know a band that's willing to give you a fantastic price, and also a lot of new bands in the industry that have just coming together, maybe from university or something, they just want experience. They'll offer a good deal as well, and they could be absolutely fantastic too. So don't just think that, oh, I have to have one that is 1,200. Just look at them, research them, and go and see them, because that is the most important thing. So the 5 reasons for me are, number 1, they have to be fun, because you don't want a dull wedding band, because this is going to be on your wedding night, after your fantastic, beautiful day, and you want to end on a high. So you want them to be fun, you want them to interact, you want to set an atmosphere, but you don't want too much interaction, because you don't want them talking after every single song, and that will obviously kill the atmosphere. So there's fun and there's not, there's too much, but just get along with them, get a connection, because they're conducting music that is representing you as a couple. So the music that they're playing, you have to like, because obviously there's so many different styles of music out there, as we know, and also that means there's millions of different styles of bands out there. So make sure you're picking the right one for you. Second reason, they need to create a loving atmosphere. Like I said before, the atmosphere is what creates the night. You want them all coming up on the dance floor, your guests. You want them to just perform a fantastic set with no flaws, and all your guests are dancing and having fun. I also would say that you normally get 2 choices of sets, 2 2-hour sets or 3 40-minute sets. These are the best ways, but obviously in between them you don't want music to die, so make sure you've got a playlist in between. Maybe they can put it on for you. So just make sure nothing dies down, because that's just awful. Third reason, they need to have a huge set, but this is for me obviously. But like what I mean with a huge set is loads of equipment, fantastic lights, fantastic sound systems, you name it, the lot. This is what you need to make sure what they're going to bring, because some bands don't include the equipment. Some venues are really funny and don't give you a contract about the band until you book the band and say, oh, you have to use the venue's equipment because of soundproofing. Make sure you talk to the venue before about this, because you don't want the band not to bring their equipment, because obviously it's not the band's equipment, it's not going to be that good. So just make sure the set is large, and make sure the venue are happy with them bringing their own equipment, and just make sure everyone's happy. You want to keep everyone happy, because it's your wedding, and obviously if they're not happy, it's going to stress out you and your fiance. Fourth reason, make sure they're happy to perform songs, especially for you. A lot of bands don't just have a set and you just choose the music from that set, so like anything from 1960s to present day normally, but some bands are really willing to like put in a few songs that they've created, that they've learnt for you. Obviously this will make it more personal for you, maybe the first dance, but don't offer too many, because obviously they need to learn it and get together and rehearse, and the more they have, the less professional they're going to be. So don't be upset if they're not going to create a special playlist for you, but just make sure that they're willing to create a few, because obviously if it's me, I would want a lot of Madonna in there, Missy Elliott, and Beyonce and Michael Jackson. So I really want a female rapper actually singing at my wedding. It's not going to happen though, because my lovely other half is not going to appreciate that. He'd probably want something more musical, which is not going to happen. Fifth and final reason, you don't want divas. Okay, when I say divas, I don't just mean like, you know, the women's side. You can get a lot of bands, male bands, that are divas and expect to be bowed down to. You don't want this. You want them, like I said, you want it to be a free-flowing, everyone to like get along. You don't want them like demanding food and drink on the night. Yes, you do have to feed them, but obviously in your own time, you know, it's, you know, you don't, and they can't be picky with the food either, you know, just make sure that everything's, you know, free, happy, and everyone is having a fantastic time, because at the end of the day it's going to reflect on the day. If you don't get along with the band, they're going to go do a really bad set. You know, so you need to make sure there's a connection. Also, you want them to be happy, smiley the whole time, and that is what makes a fantastic band. This is the 5 reasons, and I am Matthew Oliver. Please follow all my videos, like, share, you know, whatever you want to do with them. Even throw them in the bin and just maybe watch 1 second. That's fine, as long as you watch 1 second, you still know who I am, so that's still good. Anyway, thanks so much. I'll be back soon. Love you all. Bye bye.